similar to an open house. And what a great thing to do is having a joint meeting if you have a small club with another small club. How fun that is. A club of mine did it with JJ's club, and I was so excited afterwards. It's like, woohoo, yay, it's so much fun. And another thing with PR is you want to get creative and get really cute logos and cute pictures for flyers because you want to engage your audience. You want people to look further into what you're doing. You want people to wonder, what is this about? And question. To get information out to the public about the club, how do you do that? You advertise, you show your club on Facebook, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere you can. Your local grocery store, when you go to the store, go to a restaurant, whatever. I know you can't really go to restaurants right now, but wherever you go, you take a business card and you put it out there. And Facebook is really great right now. Everybody is on Facebook. And actually I used to see JJ a lot on Facebook advertising this club and other clubs. So yay, thank you JJ. He just advertised our OU club for me too. Advertise other clubs in other states, countries, and cities. Go visit other clubs. Put your information in the chat. Invite them to your club, and they may come to your club. And that's another way of meeting new people and possibly getting new members for your club. Always put in your location, and that's another thing too. You need a website, and you need to have your phone number listed on your website and your Zoom address. And if you're Zoom bomb, who cares? Kick them out. You know, it usually only happens once. It'll never happen again. It happened to one of my clubs once, and so far, knock on wood, it hasn't happened again. So it may never happen here again either. And you always want to change something on your homepage of your website to keep it inviting and engaging to guests. Because if it always looks the same, people will go to it and then they'll be like, they'll never go back again because they'll say, I've already seen it, been there, don't need to go there again. But if it's always different, then they'll go back. Create a Google Docs page. Google Docs is awesome. You can create a contest form for judges, which I just did for my husband. You can create a guest book, which I did for 5 clubs. You can create a form where you can write notes to the speaker. I haven't done that. I tried doing that, but people complained that it had too much information on it. So I'm still working out kinks on that. But the more things you're on Google, on the website, or on the URL, the more likely your club will be seen. So get out there on the internet and work your club. Document and promote current events. And this is the one thing I don't like about it. Provide visitors with take-home value. That's another thing you can do with take-home value as well, is by being on the website, you can create a internet guest book and put that out on your website and send that to visitors as they go to your club. And like I said, go to Facebook, go to Twitter, advertise on those. That's what those websites are for, to advertise and talk and create and stir up momentum and interest about your club. Create a Facebook group for your club and post pictures on your club website. Don't do it on your personal page. You can do it on your club page and then send it to your personal page. What I do is I send pictures to the club page and then I send it to other pages. Hint, hint, right, JJ? I send it all the time to this club. And then Twitter, now I have over 5,000. I'm following over 5,000. I have over 1,800 followers. So follow me on Twitter And then you too will get some followers for your Twitter page. And Twitter's great for advertising. Now, you want to target your audience. And as I said, targeting your audience. Where is your audience? Your audience is all online right now because we can't meet in person. So, advertise online. Create a Google Docs guest book, notes to speakers. Go to Facebook and Twitter and start talking up a storm about your website. Take lots of pictures like JJ does of your club, pictures of the winners, pictures just in general of the Toastmaster, Table Topic Master, and post that. Unless they don't want their picture posted, but most people don't mind their picture posted. Send send promotional material to media member, Google Guest Book again. That is very important. Send invitations to your coworkers and your other friends. You never know who may come. And then also give interviews, take interviews for your newsletter and or your website. Important website features. You want content, readability, and visual impact. And what I mean by that is you don't want the colors to hurt someone's eyes, and you want it readable, but you don't want too much word on there or people won't read it. And then you want to advertise by flyers, press releases, blogs. Hey, right now you can create a blog, and with Pathways, you can get credit for doing a blog. So why not create a blog, write about your club and different things your club is doing, post pictures of club activities, your club winners, write a little something on it, and then do a speech on it and have other members do it as well and let them get credit for it. So blogs can be fun, and it's just more out there on the web for you and your club. And then again, newsletter. Always create a newsletter. And here's a flyer for my Au Toastmaster Club that JJ promoted on Facebook. Thank you, JJ. Our international and humorous contest. And this is what I mean about a flyer. You want it. Hopefully, this looks interesting, engaging, and inviting, and you will be interested in coming to the meeting or the contest next Saturday. I try to make it colorful. I'm even using the TI color red and blue. Now, and I'm trying to make it fun and interesting with not too much verbiage so that you will be interested to read it. As you notice, I have all the verbiage around the page, and it's not all in one location, because if it's all in one location, people may not read it because they'll look at it and they're like, that's too much to read, look at it later, and then they'll never look at it again. So you want to space it in a way so that people will look at it and read it, or they'll, if they put it aside, it'll go with their other flyers where they'll never look at it again. And here's another flyer that's got less verbiage, but it's got the information, the Zoom, and then other stuff on there about the club. And that's another thing too. Always try to have a theme for your meeting and then advertise that theme, because you never know. Someone might really be interested in the theme that you created for your club. Like I created a theme one time for a work club called Resume. I must have got like 20 people from that job to come to that meeting because they wanted to know more about resume writing, which amazed me. I had no idea then that the theme was so important, but it really is. You never know who you're going to excite to your meeting with a particular theme. Culture and appreciation. Also, get a QR code. If you don't know what a QR code, I can explain that to you later, but that's really easy. And with that you can have people sent right to your website with the QR code. It's usually used for directions, but right now, because we're not meeting in person, you could have it just send them to your website with the QR code, and then your website will get more traffic. And then here's a sample of a newsletter that I did at once. Here's another newsletter. And then here's some certificates that I use. And all I did with certificates is I went to Google, I typed in Toastmasters certificates, and I got a plethora of different types of certificates. But I like the Toastmaster branding ones because it's got the Toastmaster logo on it and it says Toastmasters International. But if you like one of the other ones on Google, you can write that yourself on it. But I wanted something easy to I wanted something easy and quick that I could create right then and there. And I felt like that's probably the easiest one that you can use, even though JJ's are really, really nice. You can still put the TI logo on it, right? Toastmasters International, and you can get the ribbons on Google and you can put those on there as well. And why not? People like to know that they did a good job, and that's one reason I created these certificates and I hand out ribbons because I want people to know that they're appreciated so they keep coming back. Because how many people here want to be appreciated for a job well done? I know I like to be appreciated. And I just spoke to someone who likes to be appreciated. I even appreciated a past officer for her role as VP of Education. And actually, I had the president send that to her. But I think it's important in Toastmasters to appreciate those who are doing great things for the club and helping each other out. And what better way of doing it than giving them a certificate? And also, never forget that important word, thank you, because saying thank you as well is another way of appreciating. So now we have contest holidays. That's a good thing to. Well, we don't really have too many holidays right now, maybe in a month, but we have contests right now. So that's a great thing to promote right now. You can advertise that. Unique feature for your club, contest. Know your design, know your colors, know your fonts, and your layout. You don't want things too small where people can't read it. You want things big enough that can be read. You don't want too bright of colors. So, and if you're not sure of colors and fonts and layout, you can always go to Toastmasters International and they have a branding portal where you can download their logos and media branded materials and just use their flyers and then put your own wording in it. Me personally, I am a designer. I am a graphic artist, so I like creating things myself. But for those of you who don't know how to create something, go to toastmastersinternational.org and go to these websites and you don't have to create anything, but just type in the words in the file and there you go, you have your own flyer for your club. They do all look the same, but if that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do. At least you have a flyer for your club. So free web hosting service for clubs is free Toast Host. Use it to maintain professional looking website. You don't even need website design skills, and you can enter guest names in that website. If you have any questions, here's my email address. You can send me an email and I will answer any questions now or through email. And if you want a copy of my certificates, I will gladly send you a copy. I've already sent it to some people. And then also JJ, I'm sure wouldn't mind sending you his. So, because he does an excellent job as well. Like I said, any questions I can answer them, or I hope you enjoyed this presentation, but have fun doing public relations because it is fun and that is one time where it doesn't matter how old you are, be a kid, act like a kid, and just have fun. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Linda. Any questions from the audience? So unmute yourself and ask to Linda. No question? What a surprise.
Did I answer everybody's questions?
Moon-young. Moon-young has question. Linda, Moon-young, go.
Hi, Linda. Thank you for your speech. About the newsletter, how do you publish the newsletter over Zoom? Do you send out the newsletter to each club or each members? How do you promote your club by newsletter?
Well, what I do in the newsletter, and everybody has different ideas for their newsletter, I will post it on the club website. I'll JPEG it and put it out on Facebook with all the other photos. So I will put all the winners, the certificates in the newsletters. I'll write thank you in the newsletter, and I even put who attended the meeting if there were any special guests in the newsletter. And if someone did something for the first time, I'll put that somewhere in the newsletter to really accentuate that they were a first time speaker or something.
Okay, thank you.
So next question. So Blue Ribbon Club VPPR. Any question?
I'm
Alice?
PR in Australia. I'm actually VP of E in New York,
Yeah.
but PR is my favorite.
And anyone? Okay. Then I'd like to conclude with some pictures. And okay, I'd like to also give thank you to Linda. What I'm doing, I'm copied from Linda's. Linda is also my mentor in
Aw.
some way. Okay, thank you. And then thank you for organizing this training, Linda. And I'm going to stop recording.